The concepts covered are nutrition. How do plants prepare their food? Transportation of water and minerals in plants. Sun, the ultimate source of energy. Cells in living organisms. Other modes of nutrition. Replenishing the soil with nutrients. All living organisms require food to survive as it provides energy and helps in growth. Nutrition. It is a process by which organisms take in the food and use it for energy and growth. Modes of nutrition. Autotrophs. They prepare their own food by utilizing raw materials from the environment. The mode of their nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Egg, green plants. Heterotrophs. They depend upon other organisms like plants for their food. The mode of their nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. Egg, human beings. How do plants prepare their food? Plants prepare their food using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll. This is called photosynthesis. Where is the food made in plants? Leaves are also known as the food factories of the plants, as they are the places where food is prepared. Different parts of the plants like roots gather the raw materials from the environment and then transfer them to the leaves where photosynthesis takes place. Transportation of water and minerals in plants. The roots of the plants absorbs the water and minerals of the soil and then transports them to the leaves via stems and branches. Carbon dioxide absorption. There are tiny holes or pores present on the surface of the leaves called stomata that take in the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. Chlorophyll in the leaves. Chlorophyll is present in the leaves of the plants. It is a green color pigment. The chlorophyll not only provides green color to the leaves but also helps in the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll captures the sunlight and along with other raw materials prepares the food in the leaves. Photosynthesis only occurs in the daytime in the presence of sunlight. Sun, the ultimate source of energy. Plants use solar energy to make their food. The herbivores animals depend upon the plants for their food. Animals, carnivores that do not eat plants depend upon the herbivores animals. Therefore, all of the living organisms directly or indirectly receive their energy from the sunday. Cells in living organisms. All living organisms are made up of tiny structures called cells. Some organisms contains only one cell while others, plants and animals, contain many cells of different kinds. Nucleus. Every cell has nucleus present in the center that performs various functions of the cell. Cell membrane. Every cell has an outer boundary which protects the cell called the cell membrane. Cytoplasm. Every cell has a gel-like structure present in it called the cytoplasm. Cell organelles. These are membrane-bound structures found within a cell in the cytoplasm. The cell organelles have special function associated with them. The different organelles of the cells are: mitochondria, produces energy for the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum, produces lipids and proteins in cell. Golgi apparatus, helps in exporting materials out of cell. Lyosomes, helps in digestion in the cell. In green stems and branches of the plants, photosynthesis takes place. Example: desert plants like cactus do not have leaves, but they still exist there because their stem produces the food for the plant. Importance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis releases oxygen in the atmosphere needed for our survival. There will be no food without the photosynthesis process. Plants lowers the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Synthesis of fats and proteins in plants. Proteins are nitrogenous substances which contain nitrogen. Nitrogen is present in large amounts in the air, but plants cannot consume the nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. The soil often contains some bacteria that are capable of converting the nitrogen into nitrates, which can be used by the plants. Also, fertilizers used by farmers and gardeners contain a high amount of nitrogen which mixes into the soil and is used by the plants. Fatty acid biosynthesis in plants occurs in the chloroplasts of green tissue and in the plastids of non-photosynthetic tissues, and not in the cytosol as in the animal cell. Other modes of nutrition. Many plants do not contain any chlorophyll, so they were unable to prepare their food by themselves. They rely on other plants and animals for their food. Parasitic plants. These plants live on another plant for their nutrition. The plants on which these parasitic plants survive are called the host. Example, cuscuta is a parasitic plant. Insectivorous plants. Plants that feed on insects are called insectivorous plants. The leaves of these plants are modified into a pitcher-like structure. The top part of the leaves acts as a lid which can open and close the pitcher. The pitcher contains hair in a downward direction which traps the insects. The pitcher, on capturing the insect, secretes some digestive juices which help in the digestion of the insect. Example, Dischidia nepenthes as shown below. Saprophytes. Organisms which rely on dead and decaying matter for their food are called saprophytes. This mode of nutrition is called saprotropic nutrition. Example, yeast and mushrooms are saprophytes that can be found on stale food and pickles which are exposed to the hot and humid environment. Saprophytes obtain their nutrition as follows. The saprophytes secrete digestive juices on the decaying and dead matter. These juices convert the matter into a solution. The saprophytes that absorb the nutrients from the solution. Symbiotic relationship. Organisms that live together and share their shelter and nutrients are said to be in a symbiotic relationship. Some fungi take food from the trees and in return help the trees in absorbing water and nutrients from the soil. Some algae lives in association with a fungus, together called as lichens. The algae provide food and nutrition to the fungus. The fungus provides water, minerals and shelter to the algae. Replenishing the soil with nutrients. Plants absorb mineral nutrients from the soil in order to make their own food and for other important processes. Soils need to be enriched with nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium etc. regularly. Only then can we grow plants and keep them healthy. There are 6 macronutrients which are required in large quantities while micronutrients are required in very small quantities. The rhizobium generally lives in the roots of the plants such as peas, beans, grams and legumes and provides nitrogen to these plants.